Hello everyone and welcome back to Queen of Horror. Today we are talking about the terrifying events that happened on the Strait of Malacca. I hope I'm saying it right. I feel like I often say these names wrong because I've never actually heard them pronounced before. I've only seen them written. So I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But the Strait of Malacca is a part of the ocean that connects to the Pacific and Indian Oceans. It is known as a waterway that strikes fear into the hearts of those unfortunate to pass through it. This stretch of sea is known for countless ships going missing, ghost ships, and unexplained disappearances. I'm going to be reading a few of the terrifying events that happened there. I am not great at all at memorizing these stories, so I'm going to be reading off my computer. This story is one of the few that has really scared me about the ocean. The amount of things that we just don't know about the ocean, what could be in there, and just, I think it's mainly just how open it is, how lonely it is. It scares me a lot. I am terrified of the ocean. This story just creeps me out 10 times more than I already am. This is a story about the boat SS Orang Medan. Again, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. The Dutch vessel was said to have sent a distress call in 1948 while sailing the Strait of Malacca. The same area where Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 disappeared in 2014. The crew of a nearby ship, the Silver Star, heard a Morse code SOS from a signaller on board the SS Orang Medan. It said, "All officers including the captain are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. Pause, I die." It sounds so creepy. Just how they've just stated everybody's dead and then at the very end they're just like, I die. When sailors found the doomed ship, they were reportedly greeted with a nightmare vision. The entire ship was littered with corpses, all bulging eyes and terrified expressions on their face. They had been scared to death. Their mouths were wide open as if in the middle of screaming, and their arms were outstretched as if reaching for something. But to make the finding even more bizarre, the crew appeared to show no signs of any injuries that could have caused their deaths. Rescuers planned to tow the ship to port, but a fire broke out, followed by an explosion, and it sank without a trace. The final twist in this fishy ghost story is that to this day, nobody has found any trace of the ill-fated vessel. Conspiracy theorists believe several countries worked together to cover it up. Some suggest noxious gas bubbled up from the fissures in the seabed and engulfed the boat, while others blamed the supernatural. An eyebrow-raising top-secret CIA document, which wasn't released to the public until 2013, pondered whether it may have involved something from the unknown. It was penned by an assistant to the director of the CIA, Alan Dulles. I feel sure that the SS Orang Medan holds the answer to many of these airplane incidents and unsolved mysteries of the sea. Mark then made reference to fiery spears of destruction before concluding, "The enchanted sea, what terrifying secret does it hold? I feel sure that the SS Orang Medan holds the answer to this secret." That is just one of the eerie stories that have taken place in this area. The next is the very well-known Malaysian airplane disappearance. Flight 370 took off at 12:41 a.m. local time and reached cruising altitude of 10,700 meters, 35,000 feet, at 1:01 a.m. The aircraft communication addressing and reporting system, which transmitted data about the aircraft's performance, sent its last transmission at 1:07 a.m. and was subsequently switched off. The last voice communication from the crew occurred at 1:19 a.m. and at 1:21 the plane's transponder, which communicated with air traffic control, was switched off, just as the plane was about to enter the Vietnamese airspace over the South China Sea. At 1:30 a.m., Malaysian military and civilian radar began tracking the plane as it turned around and then flew southwest over the Malay Peninsula, then northwest over Strait of Malacca. At 2:22 a.m., Malaysian military radar lost contact with the plane over the Andaman Sea. They last detected the plane at 8:11 a.m. Initial searches for the plane concentrated on the South China Sea, After it was determined that Flight 370 had turned to the west shortly after the transponder was switched off, search efforts moved to the Strait of Malacca. Despite their efforts, they were unable to locate the plane. What makes this story even weirder is that their phones were still able to be reached. Whenever someone would call their relatives' phones, they would ring through, almost as if it hadn't crashed into water, and if all their phones were still dry and well, which leaves the question, where did the plane really go? And the story is not over yet. It gets even more terrifying. On March 13th, 2018, a Twitter user by the name of Ty uploaded a screen recording of a voicemail he received. The voicemail featured an automated voice reciting a code in the NATO phonetic alphabet. It was translated to read:
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, India, Tango, India, Sierra, Delta, India, Romeo, Echo, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar, Uniform, Tango, Oscar, Echo, Victor, Alpha, Charlie, Uniform, Alpha, Tango, Echo, Bravo, Echo, Charlie, Alpha, Uniform, Tango, India, Oscar, Uniform, Sierra, Tango, Hotel, Echo, Yankee, Alpha, Romeo, Echo, November, Oscar, Tango, Hotel, Uniform, Mike, Alpha, November, 042933964230, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
S. Danger. SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautioned, they are not human. A series of numbers, possibly coordinates. SOS danger. SOS. His tweet quickly gained massive amounts of attention, which eventually caused him to deactivate his account. Other Twitter users began responding with various theories, and Ty also started receiving unusual direct messages in Morse code and other languages. The voicemail was linked to Flight 370 because the coordinates in the messages were allegedly close to where the flight vanished from the radar. Twitter users speculated the voicemail was actually a recording from the plane's black box, which would explain why the message contains SOS. The theory is that the flight encountered an inhuman form, which could explain the mysterious disappearance. While the theory is certainly a bit far-fetched, the details of the message are eerie and interesting. There is no hard evidence that the passengers and crew had an alien encounter, but the coordinates and format of the message make it unlikely to be a simple prank. Let me know down below what you think happened to Flight 370. These stories are not the only stories. There are many other small boats that have gone missing, people that have never come back, pirate attacks, and ghost ships found in the Strait of Malacca. Let me know what you think is going on there down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe. I will leave a subscribe button right here and a few more videos sprinkled everywhere. This is Queen of Horror.